1:31 here in the Eastern. We are waiting for a speech from presidential nominee Governor Mitt Romney with his thoughts 11 years since the September 11th attacks. He is about to speak to the National Guard Association convention in Reno, Nevada. We will bring you there when it happens. Also today, a big new twist on the story of the doctor who was jailed after helping the United States catch Osama bin Laden, the Pakistani doctor. He described brutal torture to us at the hands of Pakistan's inter-service intelligence and says that they are openly hostile to America, saying they told him, quote, "The Americans are our worst enemies." Those comments leading Kentucky Senator Rand Paul to renew his call for the U.S. to freeze all aid to Pakistan unless that doctor is released.
Why would they be torturing a man who helped us get bin Laden, and why would they be imprisoning a man who helped? Pakistan says they're our ally. They gladly take our money. I'm just simply saying if they want to be our ally, they need to act like it.
Joining me now, Leslie Marshall, syndicated radio talk show host and Fox News contributor, and Lars Larson, a syndicated radio host with Compass Media Networks. So in our interview with this Pakistani doctor, not only did he tell of, he claims he was tortured repeatedly for months on end by this intelligence service in Pakistan, but he goes on to say that not only are we their #1 enemy in their view, but that their fight, Pakistan's fight against militancy, Islamic militancy, is completely bogus, and, quote, it is just to extract money from America. They've received $23 billion from us in military aid just since 9/11. Lars, should we be reevaluating that in light of this report, and not to mention the help we know they gave Osama bin Laden?
Not one dime. And what President Obama should do with all the time he says skipping those national security briefings is stand up and defend this man. Tell the Pakistanis you're not getting another dime of American taxpayer money till you send this man and his family to the United States, where he'll be welcomed with open arms as a hero. That'd be my take.
Leslie, it's problematic to have a guy who helped us find bin Laden wind up getting tortured for a year, blindfolded for a year, he claimed, and, you know, for us not to do anything about it, not even cut off aid.
I don't think cutting off aid is extremely premature when we are looking at one person, albeit he did help us. We need to have that. We need to have an investigation to see, A, if that's true. Two, we're talking about the equivalent of the CIA, if you will, in Pakistan, which is one division of the government, not the entire government. And with all due respect to Senator Rand Paul, I have to tell you, you don't know what the State Department is doing, what the Pentagon is doing, what the military is doing. We don't just cut off aid without looking into this. This is one allegation about
Leslie,
one branch of the government.
Go ahead, Lars.
Megyn, why should we give more money to people who are openly hostile to the United States? After the bin Laden raid, the Pakistanis let the Chinese come in and get secrets from our crashed helicopter. These are people who have not done a lot to help us out on the border of Afghanistan. They have not done it. They didn't do a damn thing to help us find bin Laden in plain sight. And Leslie, you want another study, another government commission? I mean, will the president even hear about it if he's not paying attention to national security?
But there is a reason. I mean, in answer to your question, Lars, there is a reason why we don't just cut off aid to Pakistan, given its, you know, conflicting role. Leslie, do you want to share what it is?
What is
well,
it,
first of all, Lars and I, Megyn, not even you, as beautiful as you are, and certainly not Senator Rand Paul, were in the room when the president made a decision with the Navy SEALs, with our top brass from the Pentagon, to go in to take out Osama bin Laden. There is a lot we're not privy to, no matter how transparent any administration says that they are. And with Pakistan, I believe that to be the case as well. We are winning this war on terror. We are repairing the relationship with Pakistan. This is not a time. And Lars, when you talk about the people, I lived in Pakistan in 2007, you're dead wrong. You're talking about some politicians that we hear in the media. But if you go into the towns and the villages and the homes, they're in awe of us as a people and a nation, and they fear us.
All right, let me just jump in, and then I'll let you respond, Lars. I mean, just a couple of things. First of all, they say that an abrupt cut in U.S. aid will endanger our security cooperation. However limited it may be over there, it's important. They say that we can't fight in Afghanistan without the 80% of fuel and dry goods that we ship through Pakistan, and that it would not be a responsible withdrawal of U.S. forces in Afghanistan. We need Pakistan for that. Their stability over there affects India, Afghanistan, China, Iran, and so on. So there are real reasons why we continue funding them despite, I mean, forget reports like this. This is disturbing enough, but I mean, they were harboring bin Laden.
Yes, and beyond that, the most recent thing that the public could see was the Pakistanis handing to the Chinese an opportunity to come in and look at our high-tech helicopter that crashed during that raid. Now, that's an openly antagonistic move toward the United States, handing our secrets away to one of the other superpowers on the globe. Leslie, you can't believe that people, government officials who make those decisions, no matter how much the average Pakistani loves us, if their government officials are doing things that are antithetical to U.S. security, why should we be writing them checks?
No, I mean,
and I accept the argument about the supply chain.
I got it wrong, but the
understand
argument is that we'll be even more danger without it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Rand Paul is making this a big issue. Leslie, Lars, great job as always.